Hello everybody, it is Massive Michael here, and this is going to be part 2 of my rant about school. So yeah, without further ado, we'll just get into this. So the first problem I have with school is impatient teachers. Basically, teachers just want you to get something done at the snap of a finger, like, oh yeah, get this done. Oh, it has to be done now. You know what I mean? So they don't give you any time to rest, just snap of a finger. It just really annoys me that they don't give you any time, they just make you do it on the spot. So yeah, and they and they want you to do it quickly as well. So yeah, and then another problem I have is hands down questioning. Now I'm not sure if you guys have hands down questioning, but let me explain what it is. That the teacher just randomly picks on people in the class, like, only pick on people when they have their hand up, because they know the answer. A lot of the time, I don't put my hand up, so don't pick on me. Pick on someone who has their hand up. In primary school, they didn't do that, so why do they do it in secondary school? What's the difference, apart from the age? And another part of being in class is the silent starters. Now, I don't think a lot of schools do this, it's just my shitty school that do this silent starter. I really hate the silent starter. And you're going to know why in a minute. It's because we only have 60 minutes and it's just wasting, they say 10 minutes, but it usually takes about 20. So that's just what? A good chunk of the lesson completely wasted because they want to get students into the lesson, but I think we should just get straight into the lesson because then we could learn more in that time. But no, the teachers don't care. And apparently a lot of people like the silent starter. But after this explanation, I really can't see how. I think it's a god-awful thing, which my school has, and has to be taken out straight away. But yes. Another thing about teachers, incompetent teachers. This was a cover teacher at my school, and as well, it's the same maths teacher which I had last year. They're both fairly incompetent, in the sense they don't know what they're doing. My maths teachers had basically pictures, like, it was on the board, everything. He didn't know how to run a class either, he didn't know how to mark a question paper or a test properly. He just BS's his way through everything. Like, it's just such rubbish, honestly. It's just such BS, my school is. But yeah. Now, these are teachers that are the funny teachers. The ones that think they're funny. They're always talking like a gangster, like, oh hey mate, how you doing? Oh yo bro, oh. Yeah, yo cool. So, hey Mike, how you doing? It's like, you just think you're all funny when you're really not. You're just a bunch of dicks, guys. Like, just cut it out, honestly. You're really not good. Yeah, now, this is my favourite type of teacher. This one is funny. This part is a bit off the rant. It's apparently Deji, had a African teacher. This is too funny not to include, by the way, guys. I'll put this on my list, by the way. So, apparently she was like, get this sheet of paper. And then he kept asking her, because, what was it? Because he found it funny, so he's like, how many sheets of paper should we have? 2 sheets, not 1, two sheets. And then someone brought, and then basically the whole class died of laughter. And then some guy had a fork in class, and he was poking another guy with it, sort of as a joke. The teacher's like, yo, stop forking him! Stop forking him! And again, the whole class died, apparently, of laughter, like, metaphorically, not literally, before you. Before you say, oh, did someone die in the class? No. But yeah, now this is a teacher I don't like again. And I'm again slating my maths teacher from last year a bit. It's just why I'm bad at maths, because he held me back by a year. It's basically the lazy teacher, the laid back teacher that can't be asked really to do anything. I'm sure we've had at least one or two of those in our time at school, especially if you're in my year 11. I'm sure you've had at least a few teachers that just can't be bothered to prepare a lesson properly. It's just really annoying that they have so much potential and they just can't be bothered. And yeah, and another teacher I don't like, the strict teachers. Like, I really want to strangle these teachers, honestly. They annoy me so much. Like, if one of my science teachers back in year 9, if you talked, you'd be in detention. If you were late, for whatever reason, even if you got lost or the other lesson was held back, oh, it's not a good enough excuse. Like, I'm punching you in the face. And with those strict teachers, they just hand out detentions like, here you go, here's a detention for you, here's detention for you. Oh, I'm going to dish out detentions, as if it's money, because I'm sure all the people love it. And I will teach them a lesson. Because I think a simple hour after school is going to be such a strong deterrent for their bad behaviour. It's such fucking bullshit, teachers. An hour after school will not do fuck all to their behaviour. You got to realise this, teachers. An hour will not do nothing. Because a lot of students, including me, we go to bed about 12 or 1 o'clock. So what? 3:20 till 4:15. So we've still got like 8 hours to enjoy after school. 1 hour won't do anything. So 1 hour will not do a thing. And or you didn't do your homework in time, you'd basically be given detention. It's just such bullshit, this school is. If you're going to try to change our behaviour, maybe give us 2 hours after school. Or even have to make us stay an hour more school every day, or maybe 2 hours detention every day for a week. That will be a bit better of a punishment. And some guy in my school, not naming any names, just for data protection, I was playing table tennis with them at break time, and I beat them, and then they just lobbed their table tennis paddle at the table like that. They shouted fuck as loud as they could, and they almost hit me on the head. Thanks to my fast reactions, so it was like, it nearly hit me on the fucking head. I still remember it, and I pissed myself. I wet myself. I was so scared. I thought it was going to hit me. And then it smashed a window behind me. And the person got detention for it. But then they said sorry. And then you will laugh your head off at the teachers for this. He got a muffin out of it. Yes, he got a muffin for saying sorry for breaking a window. Oh, that's going to make their behaviour so much better. No, the fuck it won't. It'll just encourage them to be stupid. And then by saying sorry, oh, he said sorry, oh, the whole thing's forgotten about now. Because he said sorry. Oh, wow, he's such a good student. Everything's better. Did you hear that, world? He said sorry, the world's a better place. Such stupid teachers. You're so stupid. That's just going to make it worse. In fact, the student has got worse. I can tell you that now. He has got a lot worse. And I wonder why. Because of how lenient you guys are. Or in fact, how strict you all are. How your rigid and strict rules come into play. Just get a grip on this student. Not good enough. Another go at the teachers is the lack of time management. Honestly, my 11-year-old cousin has better time management than some of the teachers. It's a joke, honestly. Because they always have a go at us for being late. Oh wait, they're often late. Do they get told off? Let me think for a minute. No, they do not. They don't get anything for being late. They can be... I even had one teacher who was 40 minutes late. One teacher missed the entire lesson pretty much. Turned up right at the end. And guess what? He got nothing for it. It's just such bullshit, the school rules are. So yeah. Oh, hang on, I just got a WhatsApp message, by the way. Yeah, let's carry on. So I think I've already gone through this yesterday, but it's no toilets in lessons. I think it's just rubbish. Yeah, I went through this yesterday. Perhaps teachers, we didn't need the toilet at break time, we need it now. Like, is your brain that weak, honestly? Are you that freaking stupid? Like, go to a doctor, really? Because you're just washed up as hell. Obviously someone indoctrinated you into thinking that. Or was it brainwashed you, basically, is what it means. And the last teacher, the ultimate dickhead of a teacher, is the language teachers. Especially the ones that, whatever they ask you, or whatever you ask them a question, you have to say it in the language. At my school it's French and Spanish. I do Spanish, by the way. So yeah. Look at the list. I've even written down the phrases I've looked at. I've looked at 2 phrases on this list. So one of them is like, can I go to the toilet? I'll do French and Spanish. With the French, don't slate me for getting this wrong. I don't do French, I'm not that good, so you have been warned. But can I go to the toilet? I think it's puis-je aller aux toilettes? Or something like that. You have to say, in Spanish, puedo ir a las indordos. You have to say, instead of can I go to the toilet, which is your mother tongue. It's just such rubbish, school. And can I borrow a pen? In French, I think it says on my list I got, puis-je empruntar un stilo. And in Spanish, puedo pedir prestado un bolígrafo. You have to say, instead of just simply, can I borrow a pen, sir or miss? Like, why do you have to say it in the fucking language? Like, do you want us to learn that bad? If you really think we're going to learn just by saying a phrase like that, when you were saying this back in year 9 to say it in the language, when at the time we didn't even know we didn't even know how the fuck to say it. And how the fuck you say, can I borrow a pen in Spanish or French? Like, this probably won't get into you because the teachers and the head teachers obviously have such a thick head. I don't know how I'm going to get... I hope some of this at least goes through those thick skulls of the staff at my school. I don't know why I said stuff there, but hopefully the teachers at a lot of schools who do this bullshit, and especially my school, probably one of the worst in the country, even though they claim to be the best in my county, and one of the top 10 in the country, when they are really not. Go look at my review on Google Maps. It's pretty good, you should see it. It's got over 1,000 views. It's pretty... what's it? I don't know what the word anymore. It explains a lot about the school. I only could think of one good thing about the school, which is school trips. And there are some funny teachers, but that's basically all there is good about my school. But yeah, that's it for my school rant, guys. And I'll be back to making regular videos. And until then, guys, goodbye.